Welcome everyone. For today's video we have round 4 from Uzbekistan Chess Master 2025. We have Praggnanandhaa against Sindarov. Praggnanandhaa came, he played d4 and waiting for Sindarov. He responds by d5. c4 by Praggnanandhaa. d6, e6, Queen Indian declines, and we have knight f3 by Praggnanandhaa, knight f6 by Sindarov, knight c3 by Praggnanandhaa, and we have c6 by Sindarov, Semi-Slav defense. A new move by Praggnanandhaa, Queen d3, interesting move. Knight b d7, bishop f4 by Praggnanandhaa, a6 by Sindarov, typical idea to play b5 and e4, breaking the center. D takes c4, and the queen takes c4. Now he is making pressure on c6. If Sindarov can play b5 or not. He played it. We have b5 on the board. Praggnanandhaa cannot take c6. Maybe his queen will trap, so he came back to e2. Position still equal. b4 by Sindarov, where to go with the knight? So knight came to a4, good move. The most important point for the white to keep controlling the c5. The most important square c5 for the black. If he cannot play c5, his bishop will stay bad. Now he played bishop on b7, and we have rook c1, perfect control for c5. Bishop e7 by Sindarov, knight d2 by Praggnanandhaa, and we have c5. So no choices for Sindarov. He have to play c5. Maybe not good move, but no other choices. He want to active his bishop on b7. But now the position became better for white. He took the pawn with knight, knight takes knight, and Praggnanandhaa took the knight with the pawn on d4. Rook c8, and now the best move to play c6 by Praggnanandhaa, but instead he play bishop e3, protecting his pawn. Now the best move for Sindarov to play knight d7, attacking the pawn, but instead he took the pawn on e4. Now the strong move for Praggnanandhaa, I think, to play queen c4 or queen g4. But now he takes before, knight takes knight, and bishop takes knight on e4, and now the best move, queen g4, attacking the pawn on g7 and the bishop on e4. He played it, and the position became better for the white. So we have bishop came back to b7, which pawn he will take. Praggnanandhaa take the pawn on b4. Queen c7 by Sindarov. f3 by Praggnanandhaa, and castled by Sindarov. Bishop e2. a5, taking the queen. Queen came back to e3. Bishop c6. Castled by Praggnanandhaa. And bishop f6 by Sindarov. The plan for Praggnanandhaa is clear. He had to play now or later, anytime he have to play b4. We have rook c2 and we have a4 by Sindarov, trying to prevent the b4. We have rook b1, preparing for b4. If white can play b4, then he have two passed pawn, very dangerous. And now we have a queen e5 by Sindarov. Queen c3, offering threat of the queen, and we have queen f5. Again offering trade of the queen from d3, and again play queen to a5, queen c3, repeating move. We have queen f5, and Praggnanandhaa play queen d3. If he repeat, then draw. Now he change, he play queen d2, good move. Rook f d8 by Sindarov, and we have queen on c1. Queen h5, and maybe the time ready for b4 now. We have b4 on the board, a takes on b3, and a takes b3, and bishop e5, threatening to take the pawn on h2. We have h3, queen on g6, and we have b4. Queen g3, Praggnanandhaa play b5, and we have bishop d5, king f1, prophylactic move, f5 by Sindarov, and we have also prophylactic move bishop g1, and we have good move by Sindarov, bishop on e4. You cannot take the bishop. If you took the bishop, then the f-file will be very dangerous. It will come with the rook, and you will have checkmate. So b3 by Praggnanandhaa, and we have bishop on f4 by Sindarov. So queen go to b2, bishop e5, and we have a queen b3, bishop takes rook, winning the exchange, but this is not enough because this two passed pawn is very dangerous and cannot stop by the rook. So queen takes bishop, and we have king h8, and we have now c3 by Praggnanandhaa, queen f4 by Sindarov, queen c1, and we have now queen a4. c7 by Praggnanandhaa, rook g8 by Sindarov, queen c5, time for shaking hand. Sindarov resigned. Good win.